Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the surface element on your smooth top range. It's a really easy job. All you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver and maybe a pair of needle nose pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we want to do is to disconnect the power from the range. If your range has a cord on it, simply unplug it from the receptacle. And if it's a hardwired range, you'll need to find the breakers or the fuse panel and disconnect the power there. And next we want to make sure that the surface is cool to the touch, and then we'll begin the repair. We'll start by opening the door, and we'll locate the Phillips screw, one on each side, we need to remove. These secure the main top to the body of the range. We just set those aside. We can close that door again. Next, we're going to just pick up on the front of the main top, lift it up, and then pull the whole top slightly forward. Next, we're going to disconnect two wire harnesses that attach the controls to the main top. There's a 9-wire connector on the left side and a 6-wire connector on the right side. Now once we've removed those connectors, we'll take the whole top and we'll set it on a suitable work surface and we'll turn it upside down. So make sure that you have a protective surface to sit it on so that you don't damage the main top. Now that we have the main top on a suitable work surface, we're going to remove the subtop, which houses all of the elements. It's held in place with 4 Phillips screws, one in each corner. So we'll just remove those. Next, we'll just lift that top out and take caution with this subtop because there may be some sharp edges there. So you may want to wear some protective gloves. And we'll simply just turn this over. And we can lay it gently on the main top again. We next are going to disconnect the wiring harness. Just take note of your orientation of each of those wires, and with a pair of needle nose pliers, just pull the terminals off. Now the elements are held in place with a little spring clip, actually 2 of them, one opposite each other. So we would next just depress those clips from the bottom, and again they are fairly sharp metal, so use some caution. Now we've removed the element from the subtop. Now before we install the new element, we will need to transfer those mounting clips from the old element to the new one. And you'll note on the back of this element there's a series of numbers that run the circumference of the element. Just take note of which numbers apply to each of those clips. And we'll remove those with a Phillips screwdriver. Now we can discard the old element. I'll lay the new element gently on that surface, and we'll reinstall those clips. Use caution when working around this type of element, as the insulating material around the edge is very fragile. Now, once we have those clips in position, we can lift that element up. and lock it into place. Now we'll reconnect wires to the element. Make sure they fit tight. Now, before we reinstall the subtop and elements to the main top, you may wish to just set that aside for a moment and then clean the bottom surface of that main top, because a lot of the dirt that was down in this area has now fallen onto the bottom of the main top. So we just brush that off and clean it with some glass cleaner if you wish. Make sure it's dry before you reassemble it. Now, before we lay the top in position, we're just going to tilt it upside down and shake loose any dirt that may have been on it. And then we'll carefully flip it over. And lower it gently into position. Line up the tabs with the screw holes and replace those 4 screws. Make sure they're nice and tight. And now we're ready to reinstall the main top to the range. Now, when we set the main top back in place, we want to make sure that it's even on both sides, and we'll leave it out 3 or 4 inches, enough so that we can reach in and reconnect the wire harnesses. Make sure they lock firmly in place. Now just slide the main top back, again making sure that it's even on both sides and engages the little tabs on the end. And that the 2 tabs slide inside of the side panels. Reinstall the 2 Phillips screws. Now take note with these 2 screws that there is a fiber washer that protects the finish on that panel. If they didn't come off with the screw, they may still be stuck to the side panel. And just hold down on the main top while you tighten that screw. Now we're ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete. Told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.